what happens. I didn't know they were having issues, but I guess we'll find out. People will trickle back in. Hi, Jackie. How are you? So let's see. Well, I think also, Kelly, the thing about this time of year is that as we get closer to Halloween in general, like the veil is most thin, right, at this time of the year. So we start experiencing a lot of things. Hi, Wendy. How are you? Yeah, maybe software updates. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you love my nails? Thank you. They're very long. They're very long. But so far, so good. I even played volleyball with them and I've had no breaks. So it feels like we just went through but you know what, Maggie? In general, honestly, I feel like it was just Christmas. Like that's how I feel like the year has just flown by, right? You feel like a profile. I play with my hair during certain words or certain things. Oh, maybe, maybe. Even after a good night's sleep, you feel tired. Yeah, me too sometimes. Me too. I think it's just time of the year. I do pay for volleyball. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, Trish. That's tough. 10 years since your dad? I'm sorry. That's tough. Oh, we have this lovey vibe. How many of you are feeling it? I mean, this 10 of Swords, moving on, is it moving on from love? Is it showing yourself some self-love? Growing past the situation that you might have been in? Yeah, always, Trish, always. Oh, TikTok had me on a loop. Sometimes that happens with lives. I know it like stutters a little bit or like buffers. Yeah, that's happened twice now. So let's see, what's the potential or the challenge? I mean, I feel like right now we're at the point of like closing out the year. You know what I mean? Like it's like, and I say this every year. If you've been with me for this long, you know, I always ask like, who do you want to be? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Like, what are your intentions already for 2026? Because we're not far off. You had a stranger hug you yesterday? Wow, boobs, look at that. Yeah, Becca, for me too. The whole thing went down. Yeah. It froze for a while. Yeah. Because all of a sudden the live just was gone. So I don't know what happened. Hi, Day. How are you? So she grabbed your hands. Wow. Oops, that's interesting. The potential or the challenge today. Oh, the 5 of Cups, grief. Grief and sadness and disappointment. Don't jinx it, Mish. Don't jinx it. How many of you are feeling some grief? And I've talked about this a lot, like in the last months. I keep repeating myself, you got to get over the grief. You got to let go of the broken heart. You got to let go of the things that no longer serve you. You know? You know, a topic that has come up in the last couple days is an energy of someone saying like, this is just me. This is just how it is. I can't do this. And there's a lot of reaffirming old stories. You have to be so mindful right now of your thoughts, your feelings, your words, and your actions because they manifest. And I'm seeing a lot of contradictions. I want this, I want the new, but then the belief system or the story is of the past. You know, yeah, but that's just me. That's just how I am. That's just how things are. That's just how it goes. And you have to be so, so mindful because that will completely just wipe out, cancel out whatever your intentions are because it's a belief system, right? It's a subconscious, like internal belief that you have. And if you believe nothing's going to work out, well, then guess what? Nothing's going to work out. Thank you, Sarah. You too. You're welcome. Have a wonderful night. The mind lies to you. And that's not even me who said that. I mean, I appreciate the credit, Mish, but you know, thank you, Christy. But it's like, that's a Dr. Joe Dispenza. That's a, you know, that's a scientific fact that like your brain, your brain tells you things that are just simply not true. And the more you sit in that energy, the more you debate that energy, you just manifest more of it. Salut, Matt. How are you? So be so careful that you don't just reaffirm things that you don't want. Everything works out in the end, Boost. It does. Hi, Helga. So Helga, I say this to you respectfully, because this is a great opportunity. Dr. Kelly Kundalini. Oh, I'm not a doctor though, Mish. I'm not a doctor. How about just Kelly Kundalini? That works. Whenever we start saying when, when is this going to happen? When does love come in? And I feel almost bad saying this because you know that I never really respond to comments like this or even bring them up in lives, but I'm going to bring it up just for the sake of bringing it up because it fits this. Sometimes I get a comment on one of my platforms that says, I've been listening to you for 3 years and nothing ever comes true. Nothing ever happens. Everything you say is whatever, BS. I don't know if they use the word BS, but whatever. When I read comments like that, it's self-explanatory why things are not going well. Because first of all, cards are not going to tell you your future. Cards are going to tell you, hi Jersey, cards are going to tell you the energy that you have, okay? They're not going to tell you what will happen. Nobody can tell you what will happen, okay? Your energy determines your path. Yes, it's written, but you're going to get from point A to point B. But the decisions you make along the way are going to impact how soon or how slowly you're going to get somewhere. So if the mindset is nothing's ever working out for me, or why has nothing you said come true for me? Well, when have I ever said that I'm telling you the future? Never. When have I ever said that this will happen? Never. What I'm saying is, this is the energy. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. And if it's not meant for you, that's okay. It doesn't have to be. But just imagine for a moment that you have a mindset that blames, because that's blaming, right? That's saying that I want this to happen, but I'm not going to spark any new energy. And sometimes I want to write back and say, what are you doing to spark new energy? Because I can't be responsible for someone's life choices. I'm not responsible for anybody's life choices. I'm only responsible for my own. So, nothing changes if nothing changes, Kat. Absolutely. It starts internally. No video, no book, no anyone is going to be able to do it for you, So I feel for the frustration of that comment, but at the same time, just reading that comment alone tells me what the issue is, right? Yeah. Oh, thanks, Manny. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Well, what we're gonna do, Helga, is we're gonna continue to pull cards. Like we're gonna look and see. But love is something that starts within ourselves, right? And I know it sounds really cliche and almost like silly to say, oh, love yourself. I mean, try to tell somebody to love themselves. People don't know what that is, right? Loving yourself is not necessarily buying yourself something or going to the spa or having a massage or getting your nails done or whatever. It's really about boundaries. Boundaries is the best way you can show yourself love. So if you've been alone for 8 years, Helga, what are you doing to put yourself out there? It doesn't just fall from the sky. Nothing falls into your lap like that. And whatever does fall into our laps, okay, is a reflection of where we're at. And I know that that's triggering and that's not always easy to hear, but it's true. Hey, listen, buying a Porsche 911 will be fun for a while, but then it gets old after a while too, right? Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. But it's tough. It's tough. We can't blame, everybody else. Going back to that comment that was in mind, you can't go blaming everybody else. We have to think to ourselves, what are we doing? What energy are we sparking? There are many catfish or difficult people, Helga, but here's the thing. If we are so aware that there are catfish or that there are people that are not for us or that they are not our type or that we don't like something, it's very simple. We delete, we block, we move on, and eventually it gets better. That'd be amazing, Cass. I would love that. Everyone's a reflection of themselves. Yeah, I mean, like, it's tough. Thanks, Pam. I appreciate it. You know? So let's take a look. Okay, that 5 of Cups was the potential or challenge. And here's the 11th house. Friends, like-minded people, humanitarian beliefs. I think some people right now have to really start thinking about the company they keep, the friends that they have. Are these friends good for you? Are you moving past that feeling you once had? Like, are you different from who you used to be? Are they just not your people anymore? I think you have to really consider the company you keep right now. Oh, amazing. Cass, where are you located? I'm always open to opportunities, for sure. You know, that's where you are, Kelly. Like, as in, like, you're kind of reevaluating. Look, people are going to come and go in your life, right? But you got to be careful that you're not hanging on. This is the same story. You can't hang on to the old stuff that doesn't serve you anymore, right? So let's see. The bellows. All of this is a catalyst for major change in your life. That's why this happens. Like, I always say this, if things at work traditionally go well, but your personal life isn't going well, and then your work life starts not going well, that's because you're not listening to something in your personal life. It's trying to get your attention. Near Godrich. Okay. Yeah. So more southern Ontario, if I'm not mistaken. But still not super far. He thought about that a lot today. New circle has been built. Yeah, it is about building new connections, for sure. The name of the deck that I just shuffled, the Intuit Oracle. Yeah, Intuit Oracle. You're moving very soon. Not sure if you're staying close by or complete change. You know what? Go for it. Go for it. Make some moves. Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was not far from London. Mm-hmm. You were thinking of that too, Lucia? New friends? Well, let's take a look. Let's see what we should focus on today. What should we focus on today? The 7 of Swords, authenticity. This is my point. If you're feeling like people are not being authentic, or something is just not right, hi Maria, or something's just not right, you have to trust yourself. How many of you have a vibe right now where you're like, this doesn't feel right? It just doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel right. But Boops, are you in London, as in like the UK, or London, Ontario, Canada? Because we have a London and Ontario, Canada as well. Hi, Roseanne. Happy Friday. Mm-hmm. So you can't let it drain you anymore, Matt. That's the whole point, right? Bye, Lucia. Enjoy your dinner. Yeah, so you're in the UK. Yeah, we have a London, Ontario, Canada. It's a few hours from Toronto. Hi, Chrissy. Let's see what else. Chiron, hurt and heal. Somebody has been hurt by some deception. The vibe is intense right now? Good. I mean, it is bringing a breakthrough for you, right? For many people. Yeah, no, that's okay, Boops. That's okay. Hey, listen, London, UK sounds like, no offense to London, Ontario, but I would say it sounds amazing. Well, music can be very healing, Matt. It can be very healing. Hi, Barb. How are you? Yeah, you're a Capricorn. You always see the BS and move on. Capricorns have a bit of a hard time moving on though, Susan, but you're right. They do see things pretty clearly. You know, they understand it. They definitely understand it. That doesn't mean they always make moves, but they certainly understand it. You're in California? Nice. The one thing that I love about this online family is that we all live in so many beautiful places around the world, you know? You just started a new job on Monday? Your new manager happens to be someone I worked with years ago. It was not to reconnect with her. Oh, sorry, it was nice to reconnect with her, I'm guessing. Like a new friend. I'm from Toronto, Canada, Raj. You're a Taurus, hate change. Taurus doesn't like change. They like things the way they are, and very slow moving, you know. They like to take their time. You cannot force a Taurus into anything. It has to be their idea, or they're not doing it. Right, Mish? Right, Mike? Oh, that's amazing, Maria. I'm glad that it resonates with you. For sure, Roseanne. Even we've deceived ourselves. Yeah, no, I know what you meant, Maggie. I got it. It's all good. Yeah. You're a Taurus too, Maria? You came back here about 7 years ago? Yeah, and I'm originally from Southern Ontario, so not far, not far. You have 3 girlfriends, Raj. Wow, that's impressive. Yeah, your partner's a Taurus? Yeah. I'm well, Barb, I'm well. Your oldest son is a Taurus. And as a Scorpio, I mean, that axis, right? Your sister's a Capricorn and Taurus, and you're a Leo. Yeah, you're the fire. You're the fire. So let's see, Chiron and authenticity. Oh, somebody was betrayed by a third party in some way. Doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friend, a family member. Interesting. Another person involved. Well, let's see. Recent past. What do we need to know? Well, Maria, this is the thing. You can't doubt yourself. Yeah, a lot of bulls. Exactly. Mish, there could have been a 3-way. I'm not here to judge. Let's see. Recent past is the King of Pentacles. Slow moving energy. Slow moving energy. There is abundance in the long run, but it's slow. Slow, methodical. A union is merging or coming to light, but it's slow, like molasses. Very, very slow. That got you excited, eh, Mike? Mish knew what to say. The garden. The garden. You know, something becoming known or publicly known. In what sense, Daryl? I'm just curious. Thank you, Christy. Let's take a look at the, it didn't take much, Mike, I get it. Let's take a look at the strength position. 2 of Swords, decision making. Oh, I forget now, Mish. He said someone say 3-way. So this says 2 of Swords. So somebody's got a decision to make. You know, are you in the old or are you in the new is what I'm always saying. So not that that's the actual meaning of the card, but whenever I'm confronted with a decision, then it's like, well, Kelly of yesteryear would do this. Kelly of today would not. Therefore, am I in the old or am I in the new? Neptune, dream and transcend. This is also illusions. This is also illusions. So be careful that you're not making decisions right now based on illusions or the potential of something, right? We marry potential, we divorce reality. Never forget that, right? Doorbell, welcome. Something is coming your way and you're gonna have to decide. Someone or something is gonna show up and you're gonna be like, what do I do? Right? So let's take a look at the near future. What do we need to know? Well, we got the High Priestess, and you're going to get signs, synchronicities, but they're not going to be divulged right away. So you're getting messages about third party, and you're starting to wonder your partner's actively cheating on you. So Maria, you have to think about, what does your intuition tell you? Why don't think of it as just the cards. I mean, cards can indicate energy, of course, but like, what is it within you that says so? Like, what do you think indicates that? Where does that come from? Yeah, who's in your driveway? Chapter 1, Kelly Lorraine. Is the car in the driveway? So let's see, what else do we need to know? Somebody else, that's why I'm depending on this card, because he's actually kicking me out. If he doesn't, I'll be. Well, Maria, it sounds like a tough situation, but it sounds like you also have to make a decision on what you're doing. I know, Susan, tacos, eggplant, getting spicy in here always does. It always does somehow. Water energy, spirituality, and emotion. I think the intensity is going to increase over the next little while of these signs. You know? So let's see. Oh, I got these kitty cats laying here with me. They're so cute. We need Tarot to come on camera more. He's made a couple appearances, but very, very quick ones. There's the moon. Well, look, we have the full moon coming. Actually, before we get to the full moon, we have the new moon. We haven't even gotten to the new moon yet. New moon in Libra. So that's kind of exciting. So let's see. Suggested approach. What do we need to know? Oh, 3 of Swords. You got to let go of the broken heart. Well, we have the new moon in Libra, and Libra's all about balance. It's kind of like really nice Venus energy, you know, relationship energy. It also depends on what your rising sign is too, keep in mind, right? So with Venus being in Libra right now, that's very, very lovely. Oh, Kath, sorry to hear that. So 3 of Swords, somebody's got to deal with a broken heart. Cultural and family roots, home, peace, and comfort. Somebody's not feeling comfortable. Oh, thanks, Teresa. I appreciate it. Thank you. Someone's not feeling comfortable in their own home, even. Hi, blessings. How are you? You got to sweep away the things that no longer serve you. You got to clean house. And you're a Libra rising. I'm a Libra moon. Actually, I have a Libra stellium. I forgot. I have a Virgo stellium and a Libra stellium. I'm glad it resonates, Meg. You're a Libra rising. So, you are, Mish. As a Libra rising, this new moon will be in your first house. So your sense of self. What do you need to know? Queen of Wands, confidence. Confidence, strut your stuff. Hi, Shell. I'm well, thank you. How are you? Now, if there is a third party, now forgive me for going back to this topic. Oh, nice, you're a Libra moon too. The Queen of Wands sometimes can be seen as another woman, another person in the mix. But I don't know yet the vibe. Let's take another card and see. Because Queen of Wands is about strutting your stuff. I always say walk around like you own it. Believe in yourself. Well, this is saying move on. The sun, like the yang energy here is like proactivity, expression, doing, and flow in motion. Like it is masculine energy. Like it means full speed ahead. Oh, hi, Eva. Thanks, Diane. That's so sweet. You know, I have to take a second just to tell you something. Can I tell you something? I haven't done that in a while. Can I tell you something? I want to tell you something very sweet. So I'm taking a social media analytics course. So I'm learning a lot about data of social media because I've had people ask me if I'd be interested in like running their social media or doing little social media jobs, I guess you could say. So I decided to take, yeah, no, I'm Canadian. I say A, yeah, for sure. So I'm taking this social media course, and the professor is like a brand marketing expert. So basically, you get to sit and listen to his experiences in social media, brand marketing, and talking about different companies, different stories. And so the assignment that we just had to do this week was a social media audit to some extent, where we had to pick one of our social media platforms and analyze some of the data and then talk about brand sentiment. So brand sentiment is when you look into the comments or what people are saying about your content or about you. And one of the things that I wrote in my assignment was how blessed I am to have all of you, because the sentiment that we have is one that is probably like 98% positive, you know, in the sense that we have real genuine connection. There's a little bit of neutral, and then there's always going to be one or two, you know, comments that are going to, you know, be negative or whatever. But I was boasting about how you're all so wonderful, and we really have built this authentic family of laughter and connection. And you know, I even told him that my name is Hack, hard ass Kelly. I mean, imagine telling somebody that doesn't know what you do. But anyways, I was writing my assignment about all of you guys and how blessed I am, because I was saying, you know, like I've worked really hard to try to learn your names and remember details and you know, be connected. And the way that you guys are so kind to each other when, you know, we're cross platforms. Like here's Mike talking to Mish, Mish talking to Mike, and you know, the ability to share stories through 3 different platforms at once. It's really, really, really sweet. It's so rewarding in so many ways. And so I really appreciate all of you, your comments, the likes, the shares, the reposts. Like, I don't think you realize how much it means. Like a simple like or a comment or a repost, it does wonders for the algorithm. And so, you know, knowing that we have such kindness is it's just lovely. So anyways, I was boasting, I love you too. I was boasting about my online family, I don't want to say my online family is better than someone else's online family, but come on. I mean, like, we really do have the best, I say, we have the best online family out there. I don't think anybody could be like us. Not that they're meant to be like us either, though. Hi, pretty angel. Nice to see you too. I tried, Veronica. That was my goal. Yeah, I signed up for this. I sure did. I wanted a place where people could feel a part of something, to be seen or to be heard, to acknowledge. And like I said, I try very hard to remember details and names and keep everybody connected. Oh, that's okay. I really appreciate that, Teresa. You know, like sometimes people are silent watchers, you know? And you don't have to say a ton. If you want to, you can. If you don't, that's okay too. You know, people have their own way of participating, right? Thanks, Diane. I appreciate it. You're all mine. I love it, Shell. I love it. I love it. Those are the reasons why you stayed coming back since September 2022. Can you imagine? I mean, it's going to be, oh man, I started 2021. It's going to be 5 years. 5 years in March, you know? Oh, thanks, pretty angel. See, look, now you're a part of our online family. Even just today, if you follow, you're now a part of that. And it's beautiful, really. So thanks, Maria. I appreciate that. You're doing amazing, Teresa. Don't worry. Don't worry. Like I said, everybody has their level of communication or participation, and everything adds value. Everybody adds value in some way, right? So anyways, I wanted to tell you that I was boasting about all of you in my assignment. So I like learning. I'm a little bit of a I don't want to say I'm a little bit of a crazy person, but you don't even want to know. I signed up for 3 more courses in January. I took one and school, you know, like teaching and whatever and my sessions, but I also now signed myself up for 3 more courses, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights, you know, online. So yes, hi Rob. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. You're finally ready to grow and get in this abundance. Good for you, Maria. You deserve that. Absolutely. Got to keep learning, Christy. I know I'm such a Virgo. I know, Mish. It's such a Virgo thing to do is to sign up for more courses. But there's a great college in Toronto that offers amazing courses. Ramona, how are you, my friend? Nice to see you. There's a great college that offers social media courses, and there's all these amazing topics. And so I said to myself, why not? Why not? It helps me understand more. So let's take a look. It does. Like when you comment, absolutely, it does help the algorithm. So I appreciate that. Hi, Liam. You're from Wales? Amazing. So let's see. Hope and or fear. Patience. Oh, who loves patience? I love patience, says no person ever. Oh, you're welcome. So this is all about something brewing, having patience, knowing that things are going to work out. What else do we need to know? Oh, nice. Bloom, welcome. So you just came across my channel? See, there you go. This is how it happens. I have the best online family, so you're always welcome to join us. I am investing in myself. This is true. This is true because I'm a believer of being a lifelong learner. I mean, development, learning, ascension. It's me sparking energy, right? So whenever I tell you to spark new energy, that's what I mean. Hi, Simamba. How are you? Amazing. Amazing, Elle. Coffee's brewing right now, Mike. Sounds good. Sounds good. Is that decaf or is that regular that you're having right now at 7 o'clock? So let's see. Oh, see, be careful that you're not stubborn and get in the way of your patients. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. I try, you know, I try to model the behavior because I would never tell you to do something that I wouldn't do. I really wouldn't. I would take the same advice that I give you. So if I'm telling you to spark new energy, then I got to spark new energy too. So patience is never waiting, Maria. That's what I always say. Like, remember that. When somebody says, oh, I'm patient, which means I'm kind of sitting here, I'm patiently waiting. I'm not a fan of the term patiently waiting because to me it's a contradiction. But I mean, that's just my definition. Because if we're patiently waiting, it means I'm sitting here going, when? And that just doesn't work, right? Patiently waiting is not good. So it's an espresso blend. Oh, so you went for strong coffee. All right, let's get to the next energy here. Fish, abundance, resources. It's brewing, right? It's brewing. All right, let's get into the hope and or fear because I got to get going. I got to do a few things tonight. But it's nice to spend some time with you guys here on a Friday night. Ooh, couple cards. The Moon and the Eight of Wands. The Moon is about purging, surrendering, and letting go, right? And the Eight of Wands is manifestation. So let something go, make some space so that new energy can come in. Amazing, Cass. Thank you. When you let go and have fun, that's when the manifestation comes. It sure does. And there's the air energy, thoughts, communication. So another sign that you need to put some intentions out there and to communicate. I know, me too. It has been a while. It has been a while. I'm so glad. You know, sometimes we get busy, or even the algorithm. The algorithm sometimes can not show you people for a while, you know? So let's see. The anvil. Concentration is really key right now, and focus on your manifestations, you know? So probable outcome, I appreciate it, Cass. Thank you so much. That means a lot. I'm all about positivity and good vibes. And yes, I know we're going to have bad days, but every day's a new day. That's how I look at things. So. So let's see. What is the probable outcome? Hi, Kara. I'm well, thank you. How are you? Yeah, it is from Winners. Have you seen it at Winners? My dancing skeletons as I shimmy across the screen a little bit. Yeah, Shell said it at the same time. It's skeletons. Yeah, it's hard to see, but like when I move my arm, they're all like what do you call them? Sequins. Let's see, sequins? Yeah, they're sequins. So they go all down my arms, my chest and arms. So probable outcome. I know Winners had some really nice. Winners is like Marshalls or like TJ Maxx. It's the same company. Probable outcome, the Fool. Look at us. Uh-oh, Beetlejuice, right? Just gotta say it one more time. And there you go. This is your trusting and taking a leap of faith. I don't know how much I would trust Beetlejuice though, but trusting and taking a leap of faith. Thank you, Christy. Appreciate it. Card for Germany. Guten Abend. You're up late. Germany's like a second home to me. My mother's now in Germany. She just went back for a couple months. So I'm kind of living vicariously through her because I can't travel right now because of school. Mars energy. Well, Mars is in Scorpio. I have Mars in Scorpio. Interesting energy. Move forward. Make some moves. I like that. That's what we need to do, right? Yeah, check TJ Maxx. Same type of thing. Or in Europe, TK Maxx. It's so funny how in Europe it's TK Maxx, but in North America it's TJ Maxx. And balance, equal giving and receiving. Maybe you need to meditate a little bit or do something that brings you some centered energy. I even thought about taking a salt bath later if I get around to it. I don't know if I will, but this weekend is my goal to do that. Yeah, to be hopeful for a new job. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the key, right? You got to have hope and you got to feel the energy. So. Oh, thanks, Marie. My nails, they're like a glass nail. They're like a cat eye glass nail. Yeah, in Australia it's TK Maxx. Yeah, in Germany it's TK Maxx, but in North America it's TJ Maxx. You have Mars and Scorpio, and Sun and Moon. Oh, Bloom. I love Scorpios. You know what was so funny? Hi, Don. Oh, thank you so much, Lynn. I have a student, and it's so funny. The other day, she said to me something like, Miss, she comes and sits by my desk, and she's like, Miss, I really like, I don't know if she said something like, I really like your class, or I really like you, or something. And I don't know how we got on the topic. And she told me her zodiac sign. And I was like, it totally made sense. She's a Scorpio. And I just, now that I know she's a Scorpio, I'm like, I can see it. I can see it. She's an observer. She's got like a strong personality, but she's very giving. And she like, I don't know, you can tell she kind of like, I don't know if the word is tests, but like, I don't know. And I said to her, I'm like, no wonder. I'm like, of course you're a Scorpio. I'm like, Virgos and Scorpios, we get along well. And she laughed. So sometimes it's really cute when a student tells me their zodiac sign, you know, or I learn it somehow. And I'll be like, oh, that makes total sense. Test is the right word, Becca. Becca, Scorpio moons don't test, do they? I mean, I'm a Mars and Scorpio, so who am I to say? You know, I'm well. How are you doing? I'm just happy it's Friday. Cancers? I mean, Virgos too. Cancers and Virgos. Cancer, I mean, water signs with other water signs or earth signs. Water nourishes earth, right? I mean, that's just, look, that's just basic sun sign compatibility. Keep in mind that a lot of astrologers will tell you that it's silly to look at sun signs. What you really need to look at is your rising sign when you're looking at astrology. I'm a Virgo, yes. Your Venus and Jupiter is in Virgo. I have Jupiter and Venus, Jupiter in Virgo as well. I met someone recently who has, you want to hear? 5 planets in Virgo. Well, rising sign included, but can you imagine? Sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mercury in Virgo, with also a Capricorn stellium. It's always interesting to hear people's charts, you know, because that's a chart that's filled with Earth, right? Hi, Odelia, nice to see you. Did that just blow your mind? Yeah. So you think your rising sign is Capricorn, so you're a Capricorn sun and Capricorn rising? So sometimes people, have you ever met people that have like triple, like sun, moon, rising of one sign? But I mean, like, this is like 4, sun, moon, rising, Mercury, and Venus. Are they a school teacher? Well, they were a teacher at one point, but like a mix of things, many different professions. What are they like? Logical, kind, protective of their energy, very smart, hardworking. So when you hear, oh, Katy Perry has a sun, moon, rising in Scorpio, really, eh? Hi, Luck, how are you? But thanks, Brenda, I really appreciate it. But yeah, it's always interesting when you meet people that have like stelliums like that. I mean, I have a Virgo stellium myself. I have 3 planets in Virgo. I have 3 in Libra. And I also have a 9th house stellium, which is actually Sagittarius energy. But I have a Sagittarius rising on top of that. Hi, Christy. How are you? So yeah, I mean, it's always fascinating to look at where we have stelliums. I don't know if any of you have ever looked into your stelliums, but if you have your personal planets, 3 or more, then, or 3 or more planets in general, I shouldn't say necessarily personal planets, because they could be generational planets as well. But it's stronger, obviously, in your personal planets. So take a look at your chart if you get a chance and see where you have the bulk of your energy. That's why I'm very Virgo at times. But you know what's funny? My sun, moon, rising are all my stelliums. My sun in Virgo, my moon in Libra, and then my Sagittarius rising. So I have a Virgo stellium, I have a Libra stellium, and I have Sagittarius, which is 9th house. So it's funny how it fits my top 3, right? You're a Sag rising, so just like me. Where do you look for that? So Teresa, you can go to astroseek.com and you can look up your chart for free. So a stellium means like you have a concentration of a specific energy. So I have 3 planets in Virgo, so I have a lot of Virgo. I have 3 planets in Libra. I've got a lot of Libra concentrating there, So Kat, you have 4 Libra, 3 Capricorn, 3 Sagittarius. Wow. And do you have any house stelliums? Because it's not just planets. It can be your house. Like I have a 9th house stellium because my other planets are in the 9th house. So wow, Kat, you definitely have a concentration of energy there. Veronica, you do have a lot of Scorpio, and you are a Scorpio stellium for sure. Oh, I'll let you know, Mish, about the costume, yeah. Your Sun, Mercury, Jupiter, and Mars are all in Cancer, so you have a Cancer stellium. You're very giving, Kara. Very intuitive. So, how did I go through all of this? As in, like, learning it? Just over time? So, pretty interesting, Kat. like 1/3, 1, 3, and 4th house, you mean? Like you have, are they all in those houses or are they mixed? Like for me, I have a lot of planets in the 9th house because that's where my stellium is. But I also have, I have on the, my house placement is actually in the higher houses, not so much in the lower. I think I only have like Neptune in the 1st house, but I have a lot of 9th house, 10th house, 11th house placements. Oh, 8th house too, because I have Venus. Oh, I have Venus and Leo in the 8th house. That's kind of a tough placement sometimes. So. Hi, Taro. You want to come say hi? My little boy is sitting here next to me, and my little girl. You can kind of see her on TikTok here laying behind me. Taro, you want to come? Come say hi. Come. Are you going to come? Come show. Oh, my little baby boy. Yes. Come. Come here. Come here. Can I show you? Can I show you? Let's talk to everybody. Let's see if I can get this going here. Oh, my baby boy. My little TJ. My little TJ, Taro Jimmy. Because Jimmy sent this little boy, that is for sure. So, he's such a good little boy. He's not as scared as he once was. He does remind of Jimmy. His face is different. He has a different nose, a different face. Show everybody your beautiful face. Little Jameson. Do you recognize Veronica? Hmm? You recognize Veronica? Yeah, he's not little. He's not little. Does he remind you of Jimmy? I think so too. You think he's a Mr. Jameson doppelganger? He reminds me, I wish he could show you his big tail because he has a huge tail. Now, not like Jimmy's where it laid on his back, but it stands straight up and it's very thick. He has a very thick tail. Oh, that's nice, Jane. Yeah, he's a sweetheart. He's getting better. He didn't like to be held. He still doesn't really like to be held, so I'm kind of surprised that he's allowing me right now. But for those of you that know Jimmy, know he's a tabby, and he's got beautiful he's got beautiful stripes. He's got beautiful stripes. He's my little boy. He's getting okay, go. He's getting better. He didn't like to be held. Like when I first adopted him, he was not into that. But he's getting better. And he's a big suck. He's really, really sweet. He's really sweet. He's pushy though. He's pushy. You think he's handsome? I appreciate that. See, Taro, you're handsome. You're handsome, my little boy. He's big boy. He's little boy. You think he's a clone of Jimmy? He just has a slightly different face. Like his nose is different, but but I don't mean to laugh at him. His eyes. Oh my gosh! If I could record his meow, Jimmy. I hate to be mean. Jimmy had a very high-pitched, annoying meow when he nagged. Like when he would nag me, it would drive me insane. It would drive me insane. His meow is like, I don't even know if I can even recreate it. He sounds raspy, but he almost sounds like a person. He sounds like an older, forgive me for saying this, but like an older female kind of raspy meow. Like I couldn't even recreate it. I've been dying to record him because like if you could hear it, it's like he just sounds like he's nagging. He just sounds like he's nagging, like as if he's, I don't know how to explain it, but he's got a really, and Jimmy had a very distinct meow too. So that's why I'm saying they're very similar, but in different ways, you know? They both had tails that stood out. But I think Jimmy was like, I'm gonna send her a version that's not as scared, but still does similar things. So that's how I would describe what he's like. And same thing with Karma. Gretchen said, I'm going to send you a girl who's just as much of a beast as I am. Just as much as a queen. Melissa Etheridge raspy, you know, no, you know what I would say? Almost like a little bit of like, I wouldn't say Fran Drescher, but I would say, oh, that's cute. Your kitty talks saying thank you. And when I come home, I still do this with these cats. Everybody knows that I used to always come to the house and go, bonjour mes chats. When I come home, I always say, bonjour mes chats. It's like I speak French to them. And it's like, they're probably looking at me like, what is she saying? Do I think Pandy's going to send me some kitty? I think she could, but I'm resisting a third cat because honestly, Kara, Tarot and Karma are boyfriend, girlfriend. Merci. They're boyfriend, girlfriend. I can't add a third party kitty situation. Hi, Maria. They're just too in love with each other. They are, I swear, I'm like the third wheel here because they are so in love. They groom each other, they chase each other, they cuddle each other. They're nonstop. They're nonstop. So I don't know if I can throw in a, you know, I can't throw in another cat into the mix. I don't think I can do that. They're just too in love. They're just too in love. And I think they got to ride out their kitty romance, you know, from now on. I mean, Karma's a year older. She's a little cougar. But, you know, we used to remember the story we used to have of Gretchen that, like, you know, she had her twin flame Tomcat, and he got her he got her pregnant and left her with her you know, 3 kitties, and she never accepted him back. You know, she moved past it, but he left her high and dry. Pandy had Tom as well, Tomcat. But I can't say that about Karma because see, we made stories out of it. Karma never had kittens because I adopted her as a kitten, so she never had the opportunity. Tarot didn't either. Tarot wasn't out running around. So they kind of are pure for each other, you know? When you go out, you always say goodbye to your cats. I do. Apparently they say it's really important to tell your pets that you're going to be back. So I make sure that every day when I leave, I'll say, I'll be back. I'll be back, you know? So I'm sure we all have things that we say to our, say to our pets that people would think we're crazy. So, hi, Busy Bee. Hi, Rivalda, how are you? You love the names Tarot and Karma? Well, Tarot in Japanese, like T-A-R-O, so it's kind of a play on words with tarot cards, actually means like eldest son or big boy. And I was like, well, I mean, he is a big boy. But it's funny how like I call him big boy, but really I call him little boy too. It depends on the moment, you know. Who's the dominant cat? Tarot. He's the boss. And Karma was always the boss of the other cats. Now he came in and he basically said, that's my fancy feast. So I have to watch him because he steals food. So anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night and a wonderful weekend. Sometimes I love just talking and, I don't know, catching up about life. And I love that you've had an update now of Tarot because he's been meaning to make his appearances, you know? So, oh my gosh, if I had an automatic food feeder, that cat would eat it all. He's already gained so much weight from stealing food from her. I have to be so careful, you know? Thank you, Veronica. I appreciate it. So nice to see you. Yeah, dogs are protective. They are. They are, for sure. Oh, thanks, Kath. You too. You do that every day when yeah, with your dogs when you leave for work? Yeah. Oh, me too. Me too, Trisha. Welcome. Welcome. Drop it, Titos. Yeah, that's not food. Oh, man. You know what? Oh, thanks, Gigi. I appreciate it. Oh, thanks, Lynn. I appreciate it too. You know what? You know what's another thing about Tarot that he does? And it's bad because it's dangerous. You know what these cats got into? When I was doing the painting in the house and I had the workers here and everything, I had to take some things out and put them on the counter, like out of the cupboards, because I painted my kitchen cabinets. And I had bouillon cubes because I make a lot of soup. And these cats were stealing bouillon cubes, opening them up, crumbling all over my carpet. And do you know how dangerous the bouillon cubes are? Because they're salt, high salt content, and onion and garlic seasoning, which is terrible because it can be toxic for cats. I was so scared. And you wouldn't believe how many of these things I would find. I don't even know where they were hiding these bouillon cubes because I would find them all over the place. And so, you know, bouillon cubes. And now what he does, I had some chocolate, like Halloween chocolate on my counter. He went into the box and he took the chocolate, and it's toxic. This is like, I've never had this with cats before. Nobody ever stole anything like this. He went, just like toddlers, just like children. He went and he took the chocolate. I came home. I had a chocolate bar crumbled all over the carpet. All over the carpet. Then I ordered some Persian food, and there was like a pita type bread, or like a really nice like flat bread. And I had it in a plastic bag all tied up. Hi, Jackie. I had it all tied up, and this little bugger took the bag with the bread and opened it up, and there was bread all over the floor. I can't trust him. I can't trust him. So now everything that would be like in a package like that or in a bag, I put it away. I put it away. So anyways, it's like, seriously, it's like having a toddler. It really is. But you have to be so careful because these things can be toxic. And that's the last thing you want is your pet to eat something that's toxic. So be very careful with bouillon cubes or like chocolate, of course. But yeah, it was crazy. Well, my friends, now I'll go. After telling you about my little rambunctious kitty cat. They chew plastic. They do. Yes. Yeah, they do. Do you remember the old video? I don't know if you guys remember the old video of Gretchen when she was faking eating the shower curtain, like right next to the shower curtain. And I was like, you're faking it? I have that TikTok somewhere where it's like, you're faking it. And she'd go, like as if she's eating and it's like, you're obviously not eating the shower curtain, but she was pretending that she was. Yeah, who knew you need baby locks on stuff living with cats? For sure, for sure. So, thanks, Becca. You too. Yeah, I've reposted that video of Gretchen a few times because it was pretty cute. If I can find it, maybe I'll post it again. But like, oh, she was so funny. She would jump up on the side of the tub and fake eat the shower curtain. Like go through the complete motions. And yet never touched her lips. Never touched her lips or her teeth, you know? But anyways. Okay, now I'm going to go. Oh, thank you, Tavish. I appreciate it. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Wonderful weekend. I'll try to pop on this weekend if I can. But thank you. So I send you lots of love, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye, Instagram. Take care. Hi, Sarah. Oh my gosh, Sarah. Yeah, fake eat the shower curtain. If I can find the video, I'll send it to you. We're just finishing, Sarah. I'm sorry. My weekend plans? I've got a lot of work to do around the house. I've got a chandelier that still needs to go up, a light fixture that hasn't gone up yet. So I've got that to do. Well, not that I'm doing it, but, and what else? Schoolwork, relaxing, filming, lots of stuff to do, little things here and there. Thanks, Kevin. Take care. Blessings. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Bye, YouTube. Thank you to my moderators. You guys are amazing. Bye.